Hey, reality capture experts, Dustin here. Want to record a quick video for you and do it in one take. So let's get to it. I want to show you a couple of tools that you may or may not know about. So let's go ahead and share screen and we'll jump straight into WorkVivo. So WorkVivo, RCE's new team engagement platform. It replaces Workplace. Uh, it's pretty expensive. They charge about $17,000 a year to use this, which is why it's not utilized by small companies. Our onboarding, they waived that fee for our onboarding, which was very generous. That was another $8,000. But your RCE membership dues go to fund these platforms, that these tools that we purchase on your behalf. I think everybody here knows that by now. But as we explore this, we still want to continue to maintain our conversations in silos. You want to talk about skins? Let's talk about it. Let's share some best practices. If there's a new one that comes to town and we can network with them, that's great. But we love MP Skin. We love MP Embed. They've done great for our team for a long, long time. If you want to talk about fixing your Matterport Pro 2 or Pro 3 camera, talk to Mike Vorse. He's an RCE member. We don't do a whole lot on this page since most everybody here knows who Mike is and they know how to contact Mike. But these are siloed conversations. One of the most important silos that has developed over time is something called coverage request. When an RCE member has a job to share or multiple jobs to share, there was just recently a longtime RCE member that had hundreds of jobs to share. That was put here on coverage request. A lot of us know each other, so we don't necessarily need to utilize coverage requests. We know who to reach out to, where, and when. But for anybody who's new, this is a great tool for you to utilize. Some of the things that we don't want to be bothered with, I'll use this Google services as an example. There are 119 members that are part of Google services. That's great. You might not want to be bothered with anything having to do with the Google conversation. That's fine. This is your platform. You utilize it the way that you see fit, that benefits you the most. But if you come up here to the notifications tab, and you click the little wheel icon, you can control what you get notified on via email or via push. I want to be notified literally on everything, so I have everything turned on, but I'm not everybody. So spaces, that's enough for spaces. That's where you find them. We have spaces, events, pages, values, news, podcast, badges. A lot of these things we'll be plugging some more functionality in to this. Connect is important. We're a team of people. We want to connect with each other. We don't share jobs with people that we don't know. So in RCE, you always hear us use the phrase, it's important to know, like, and trust one another. So I'm not going to give Eric Abate a job unless I, for one, know him, and I can't like him or trust him if I don't know him. So utilize this platform to network with other individuals, get to learn where in the world they are, what your commonalities are, what niches they are serving in their market. Share. The number one rule of networking, the first rule of networking, is give before you expect to receive. That has that's paid off in spades for so many people, myself included. So besides Connect, we also have the team. So we'll be adding more people to each of these teams. But if you're looking for somebody specifically in, I don't know, pick a place, the UK. If you look at our map, we have a lot of people in the UK, but as far as RCE vetted members, and if we're missing somebody here, I'm sorry, we'll get it added. New platform as of the 9th. Richard Gould, hey Richard, Joe, Mark Shepard, most everybody knows Mark, and then Owen. A lot of you don't know. Well, I won't burst the bubble here. I won't give away too much information. Find out for yourself what Owen also does besides spin the Matterport camera. It'd be good for you to know, especially if you're in the UK. So connect, people, teams, resources, org chart, different resources here. We can plug into a lot of different things. One of those things that we can plug into by clicking this box here, it's going to take you over to RCE team. RCE team is not just for people who are getting RCE jobs. Your RCE profile lives here. So as we go over to the profile, this is a mock profile for me, but it lists what equipment that I have. It lists how to get a hold of me. In this case, that's not my real bank account number or routing number, but when we pay you through ACH. So PayPal and the credit card companies don't take 3% of your money. It's where we document our insurance and our W-9 or our W-8 BEN if we're outside the United States. So RCE team, great place. one of the things that we don't do too often is we don't spot check and audit our map. When we have somebody who we offboard for cause, of course, we remove them. But as we go through, anybody here that's listed as featured is somebody who's part of the RCE team. If you go through the 140 some odd individuals that are around the world as part of RCE team, you'll eventually get to the end of the alphabet. And when you eventually get to the end of the alphabet, almost there, I think it's Zach Ryder is the last of the alphabet, along with Jan over at MP Embed, who is also an RCE team member. But as we go through the rest of the alphabet, if you are here, you're part of the RCE network community. So we're going to give you access to a couple tools you haven't had access to before. This is where we get to know you. Sometimes you'll receive a job from RCE or an RCE enterprise member. Sometimes you might just attend one of our team calls a couple times per year via invitation. But this is where we like to get to know you. So if you're showing up, if you're engaging with us, we'll engage with you. If you're not, then we probably won't. Just how we're organized is what's worked since inception back in 2017. So back to WorkVivo. These internal pages, there's a lot here that we'll go over, but I at least want to give you exposure to how it's organized in terms of spaces, the siloed conversations. One of these siloed spaces, through our agreement, our arrangement with WorkVivo, which is a Zoom platform. It's the best one in the world. We did our research. It was the only integration partner from Workplace to WorkVivo because Meta is focusing on AI integrations, which is why we had to find a new home. But this one right here, RCE Network Community, start here, EXT, abbreviation for exterior. We're going to be able to bring 500 of our MSP friends, people that are just part of the map without other RCE affiliation. We'll be able to share a lot more information with you here inside of our platform as part of our negotiation with Zoom to give you access. Every person that's part of the RCE team, they fund all of these tools through their membership dues. As somebody who just appears on the RCE directory and map, which is and always will be free, these tools to you, we want to make sure this was free so you could gain value. We could get to know you a little bit better. You could get to know us a little bit better, but you could also get to know some of the other members who are just like you. They spin a camera in the field as often as they can to put food on the table, pay the mortgage, pay the rent. We're basically on a very similar journey, most all of us. And RCE is where we congregate under the RCE umbrella. I think that's about enough for now. I don't like to ramble. I've been accused of doing it a lot. But you'll see more content here on this page. It is an external page. It is one of the very few external pages that we will have where as we register and put you here based on your request, we're not going to put you here just because we want to. You're going to have to ask to be put on here, and we'll gladly put you on here so we can engage with you. Sometimes it might mean putting a job in your hands. That's great. Sometimes it might mean exchanging information with you, but it's a two-way street. There's a lot we can learn from you, and there's a lot you can learn from us. So together we grow. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.